then Monday night, I had a meeting with Cookie Seeker. And then yesterday for yesterday for dinner, so the team with me and her dad talked. I'm like, yeah, she's doing very well.
He's the only professor who wants that flat.
He told me I was available.
He told me I was available. Wow.
Mic check. Mic check, mic check.
Full contact story.
You think?
Can you believe,
It
can
was interesting.
you believe some of the things we talked about?
She's gonna wear veils.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check. Okay, there's something with the TV. Yes, please. Yeah, we're having a mic problem. It's the TV, it's the TV. It ain't gonna do that.
Did you get the blue shirt memo?
I did not.
Or wait,
My favorite color is blue, so
because it matches your eyes.
it's true. I even have blue on my watch.
Very good. Is that what says you got from that website?
This one was 25.
Leanna showed me how to change out the Amazon watch. So you got the little bling cover for it, and then
Oh, it's just
the
the
little
backup.
bling watch.
It's just the backup in case something happens with the live feed.
You just like,
Have a
you just
backup
push these
recording.
little buttons on there, and
Hey,
it comes on, but everything in them.
I think I broke
It's
about
okay.
3. If I give up on
This one was, you know what, this one was a refurb, and it's been really, really good for me. So, once I learned to make it shut off when I'm not using, like, so that it's not always on, the battery when it's short. Are you serious?
I gotta be working. I'm like, why am I hearing sirens in my head?
Yeah, oh, sure, yeah.
And I was like, part of it.
Just remind me.
I'm like, I like my watch.
And the one that they called the Dover. My son was in hospital. Luckily, it was a silent one, not the. We had a long talk about not pushing buttons that you don't know what they do.
Now, if you have a question.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's up.
Please. Oh, okay. Seeing we have a quorum, I will call to order the City of Kemah City Council and Kemah Public Facilities Corporation regular meeting on April 1, 2026 at 4 p.m. The first thing on the agenda are our pledges.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
The next thing on the agenda is a moment of silence. And the next thing on the agenda is invitation to address council, and I believe Wayne Dolcefino is first. Wayne, would you make sure the mic is on when you go up there, the little button on it? Yes, please. Thank you.
If I can do it, I'm not really known for my.
Oh, there you go.
I've been like in the media for 50 years and I can't even turn on a camera, so that will tell you something. Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank your city administrator for coming to the rescue in a several months long battle to get records detailing legal bills for the city of Kemah. I always call out people who I don't think are doing it right, so it's only proper to call out somebody who did it right. But he shouldn't have had to. We fought for months with your city attorney, Mr. Dixon, who ignored repeated requests and demands for something that I thought was pretty simple, which just is how much did you spend on lawyers, right? And on what cases you spend them on. He should refund you the billing for that, because what I looked at when I finally got the records, and I think this is something the public needs to know, and for you guys to know too, for your own counsel. Since 2020, City of Kemah spent $1.4 million on lawyers, and that's not counting the several $100,000 that you pay TML for legal stuff too. That is a lot of money in a town of 3,400 people. In fact, you're on pace right now to spend more per capita for people that live here than you ever have in your history. Sometimes cities get sued. Sometimes you get caught in stuff that's not your fault. Totally get it. But I continue to argue to local governments that the amount of money they're spending on lawyers to fight legitimate public records requests is just a waste of money. It's a waste of our money. It's a waste of your money. It's a waste of time. And we're going to get there one way or the other. We just are. And I really came to see Mr. Dixon to find out why he always runs away from me and slams doors in my faces, but he's not here. I know you guys saw what happened in Texas City. I was asking him about Kemah Records. I don't think a guy like that should be representing any city. And it's not personal. I just think that's not the kind of behavior that a city wants to represent them. So I came to implore you to look at how much you're spending on lawyers. It's just a lot of money for a city with this few people. And it's a waste of money when you have other things you want to do. And that's all I have to tell you. Again, I want to thank the administrator for coming to the rescue. They should have had to, okay? It's nonsense. And too many cities, not just you guys, too many cities are using lawyers to block requests. It is driving up the cost for the taxpayers. It's driving up the cost of legitimate records. I know there are people that ask for a lot of stuff. I know I'm a pain sometimes. I get it. But whoever's on council next, think about that. And think about trying to streamline it in a way that a lot of records are publicly available, so we don't have to go through fights, especially with a city attorney who just ignores us. Okay, thank you,
Thank
Dave.
you. And next on the list is, Robert Kelly, but he's going to speak during the council meeting. And Shalia, did I miss you by a chance?
No, you did not.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
Okay, next on our agenda is proclamations. Do we have someone here for the sexual assault? Okay.
Mayor Lindsay Durant.
Lindsay Durant.
Lindsay Durant is here to accept it.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna stand up here so
Sure.
Patty can get pictures.
Sure.
Do whatever she wants to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Whereas Sexual Assault Awareness Month is observed each April to raise public awareness about sexual violence, to educate communities and how to prevent it. And whereas sexual assault affects individuals of all ages, backgrounds, and communities, and we must work together to support survivors with compassion, dignity, and access to resources. And whereas the Resource and Crisis Center of Galveston County is committed to providing advocacy, education, and prevention services while empowering survivors and promoting a safer, more informed community. Now therefore, I, Robin Collins, Mayor of the City of Kima, Texas, do hereby proclaim April 22, 2026 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month and encourage all of our citizens, businesses, and institutions to stand with survivors, promote respect, and help end sexual violence. In witness whereof I have here to set my hand because the seal of the city of Kima to be affixed this birthday. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Now she has to get the
We have
picture.
to secure, did you have something you wanted?
I did have some. Okay.
Thank you. And I think the mic is still on.
Thank you. So first, I want to thank everyone from the city of Kima for standing with the Resource and Crisis Center and supporting the awareness and prevention of sexual assault. While April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, the Resource and Crisis Center is here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year-round. For our community, assisting sexual assault survivors, whether it is providing emergency shelter, accompanying them to sexual assault exams at the hospital, or connecting them with local resources. The ultimate goal, of course, is prevention. And prevention starts with awareness and knowledge. And that's what we're here coming together as a community today to support our victims as well as spread awareness of these crimes. I encourage everyone to visit the website for RCC. It's rccgc.org and see how you can get involved. There's many ways that you can volunteer or donate your time or even your items to our resale stores. The Resource and Crisis Center has actually been selected this year as the benefiting charity for the Diva Run in Galveston, and we are in desperate need of volunteers. It's a very large event, and so I do encourage you guys to look at it on the website. I also have some flyers here so that you guys can get involved and help us support our victims and eventually prevention.
When is the Diva Run?
The Diva Run is on the
Well, if it's on the flyer, it's.
on the 25th.
Okay.
Okay, so is it okay if I pass them out to
Yes,
everyone? All right.
Is the Diva Run only for divas?
And the volunteers can be anyone, and I'm sure divas can be any gender.
I shop at the store in Galveston all the time.
Okay, well, thank you,
And
yes.
I have donated many, many times.
Okay, we love that donating, yes, ma'am. All right, well, thank you so much for having me and
Yes,
for
thanks for coming.
honoring this day.
Thank you. Okay, Robert, Robert Kelly is going to do a presentation for WCID 12 regarding our upcoming bond election in May.
I'd like to take a moment and thank every one of you for what you guys have accomplished just in the way of that park. It's coming together. I'm proud to be in Kemah, and I'll tell you, it's kind of refreshing to say the least. Even Doug made a comment that the packet was down to a staple. So
Tonight.
I applaud you guys. The bond, as you well know, did not succeed the first presentation of it. It failed. But there were a number of items that were inappropriately put together on it, and I will take partial responsibility for that, but I wasn't completely in charge. Now I'm quite a bit more in charge with what we got. So we reduced the bond by the request for smart meters and the valves that need replaced in the actual older part of Kemah. That's roughly $3,819,920 we removed off the bond. With that said, that puts you at the remaining amount of roughly $6.7 million. That $6.7 million is strictly to build the Delisandre water plant. So with that being said, we will not have a tax increase. It will not affect, per David Smalling, who actually does our financial work for us in our taxation. So we're not going to have an increase in that point. I'm asking you for your support. Obviously, I can't demand it, but I'm asking for the support. It helps every particular cause in Kemah. And to grow this, the efforts that every one of you guys have put in on a number of fronts, we'll get it done. I believe we will get this done. But this makes it where it's not going to increase any of the taxation for a person. They can vote yes, but they will see on their ballot, when they go sit in there, they will see that it says your taxes are going to increase. So for that, I have another letter that will be sent out to everyone, every particular account. You'll receive this letter that tells you that our taxes will not increase on this bond. And I'm allowed to actually send that out. It's appropriate to send it out. I had Chris Richardson make certain, pass it all through the people that would flag me on it. And at this point, I can send that letter out, and that will become forthcoming real quick. Any questions?
What did you say was removed? 3.819 million in
Yeah,
change for
anybody
smart
wants
meters and something else?
Hold on. If anybody wants this, I'm going to provide this to each and every one of you.
Yeah, okay.
This is what's removed.
From the last one.
Just so everybody's aware, even if this bond passed, it's probably eight months before they get the bid package, the funding, everything done, and it's gonna take about a year to do it. So we're looking at the end of 27 before completion, best case scenario. So a lot of these projects we're working on here in Kemah, if this project just fails in May, it's gonna hold us up and probably run some people out of town because we're not gonna have the capacity to facilitate the water needs for the projects that are wanting to come to town. I
And
would ask for everybody's support as well to make sure we get everybody out to vote yes for this bond because it's instrumental in the future of Kemah.
Well,
I agree with that. And
bottom line is so much of the effort that every one of you have put into this, we don't want to do an all for naught. So I want to do it exactly right the first time. If anybody wants the hard numbers on what the valves would have cost and what the smart meters would cost, I have it for each and every one of you. You guys want to set it? Not a problem. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor.
next on the agenda is mayor comments. First, Easter holidays coming up and city offices will be closed. They close at noon on Thursday and reopen Monday morning. We hope everyone takes this time to slow down a bit, enjoy the weekend, and spend some meaningful time with their family and their friends. But from all of us up here, we wish everyone a happy Easter. I also want to remind our residents that we have elections. They're right around the corner. Early voting starts on a Monday, April 20th, and then it's closed the next day for, what is it, San Jacinto Day? Yeah. So early voting starts on the 20th. It'll be closed on the 21st, and then it opens again on the 26th and goes through the 28th. What? Oh, 22nd. Yeah. Okay, so open on the 20th, closed on the 21st, open again on the 22nd, go through the 28th, and it's all down at the community center. Kemah Community Center, 800 Harris Street. But all of these locations and times will also be on Galveston Vote's website, and I also assume that it'll be on our city website as well. The past weekend, we had a great example of the community coming together. We had Trash Dash. More than 30 volunteers showed up on a chilly Saturday morning and collected an impressive 1,797 pounds of trash. And 7 shopping carts? Oh my goodness. Okay. But afterwards, a lot of the participants hung around. They went down to the park and spread mulch under some of the playground equipment. So we appreciate that. We're grateful to everyone who pitched in. Keeping Kemah clean and beautiful is truly a community effort, and it shows. We also welcomed more than 250 children and their families at the Easter extravaganza on Sunday afternoon. Events like that don't happen without a lot of people coming together, and I want to extend a special thank you to the Lions Club, who helped us a great deal that day. All of the volunteers that came out, the police department, and an extra Easter bunny at that, and Public Works, and all of city staff. They all spend a lot of time getting ready for all of these things. This is a very memorable day and beautiful weather. Kids had a blast. Lastly, we will be holding a special meeting, a city council meeting on April the 8th at 4 p.m. So that is next Wednesday. And I need 4 of you here to have that meeting, gentlemen. And I think that's it. We also have council member comments. Councilman Broadus.
I just want to say thank you to the residents that came out and helped on Saturday, and for the Give More Foundation as well. Because, I mean, we had 1,300 pounds of food donated for that foundation, and then we did 1,800 pounds of trash. And we didn't even make a dent in this town, honestly. There's probably that much more still out there that we probably need to go out and get. But it was refreshing to see young kids out there smiling and participating in the event. Gives me hope that the next generation might start giving back to the community as well. So just want to say thank you.
Councilman Oliver.
I'll echo that statement to thank you to the residents that came out and helped, and all the volunteers for the Easter egg hunt. It's always well attended and good to see everybody having a good time. That's all I got.
Councilman Meisinger.
Just to say that we did not buy a helicopter, and we did not buy, was it a Ferrari? I literally got calls on. Lamborghini? Okay. We did not. That's all I have. We didn't.
And Councilman Wallace is not here tonight, and Councilman Saldana.
Well, today is the beginning of Autism Awareness Month. So
We're all in blue.
Caesar made us, or asked us all, we're going to make us. So a couple things. Last year, I requested a few things. I requested that the PD get trained to deal with people with special needs or neurodivergent people. I asked that the boardwalk have a sensory-friendly day, and that restaurants start working towards being sensory-friendly. The third one was very, very hard, and we're going to expand on that now. And this year's ask, and oh, by the way, the PD did go get qualified, and the boardwalk, thank you guys for having the sensory-friendly thing.
We had sensory Easter egg hunt too.
We did, and Kylie was sick, that's the only reason we weren't. And so this year, I'm asking to expand on everything. I've already talked to the chief. I sent him some information on some additional training. He has already contacted them. He's already going to expand the training. This time it won't just be somebody telling how to treat people with special needs. There'll be a doctor involved on how to recognize certain behaviors. And he's also reached out to the fire department, who's also going to take part in the training, and dispatch. And then expand it over to the community center and hopefully have 30, 40 participants.
Thank you very much for that. It's very important. You know, if you look at the news here recently, in the past week, 2 autistic children drowned because they are very drawn to the water. When we built our home, it was very important that we taught our daughter how to swim, or we would never have broken ground. And so now she swims all over the lake. You know, so it's very important. You know, maybe water education will be a future thing. But so this time again, we're asking for expanded education. We're also asking. We're also going to try to work on criteria to lay out for sensory-friendly businesses around town. And if they achieve these sensory-friendly items, we can deem them a sensory-friendly destination, which then we can make a map to special needs parents and organizations that then come to our town and see where they can go, that their children will be accepted and know how they can, how they treat their children. On all that, it's been noticed that we've done these things. Thanks to Caesar. The Office of the Governor's Disability Group called us and asked us to be part of a panel. And that we're going to be on a Zoom call next Monday. And they're actually using Kemah as a template of how to create a sensory-friendly city. Yeah, and so that came straight from the governor's office. Again, thank you, Caesar, for championing that. And when you look at the agenda, it's all about what is Kemah doing. And the effort is to make Kemah the very first sensory-friendly city in the state of Texas. So we're working on all that now. So it's all everybody knows that's dear to me, and I appreciate everybody's help on that. And you know, I'm always on board to help.
I want to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody checked with EMS to make sure that they're dealing with the autism?
Yeah, Chief expanded over there.
Okay.
Yeah, and thank you for that. And he's gonna.
They're Galveston County.
Yeah.
We really control of it over there and have to, we wear it out.
Mhm. It's important. I mean, if you look, last year when I talked about this in the news, a young man that got shot because he was an autistic child, a young man that didn't know how to interact with the PD, and it's just sad. You know, those things that are going to be prevented. So, again, thanks, Chief, for taking and Caesar for taking the bull by horns on that.
Any other comments? We will now go to the next item on the agenda, which is the city administrator's report. We'll turn it over to you, Caesar.
Thank you, Mayor, and Council, for the kind words for our team. Our team's worked very hard. We've been very busy the last couple of weeks, whether it's playgrounds or speed humps or flashing signs or cleanups or Easter events. Kudos to our team and to our staff for taking the left, hooded lefts and construction and you name it. Seemed to be a hot button. I did want to address something that I apologize for not being here for the very beginning of the meeting. I missed the comment that was made in its entirety about our open records request. Yes, we have been a large influx of these requests, but we don't treat any of them any different than any others. So kudos to everybody that's involved in them. I can tell you about one we're dealing with right now. That's redaction alone is over 100 pages of things to be redacted. We're being very careful with how we release these things. But kudos to our partnerships through our city attorney's office, through our city secretary's office, and all the work that goes behind it. I understand we were commended for how we deal with one in particular. Sometimes we just gotta just roll up our sleeves and do the work. And it's a lot easier to do that when we're not having to deal with other distractions and things. So thank you, all of you, for your continued support on that. I do think that, I just wanted to commend that. It makes a lot easier to respond to these if we get what we're really being asked for, right? When we don't have to decipher things and figure things out. And sometimes it takes time out for us to pick up the phone and call the person and say, hey, listen, what are you actually asking for? And that was the case at the point with the one that was mentioned earlier, and just suddenly a lot of things that are going on. I will say, as a staff and as a team, just next item, I guess, is we are tiny, but we are mighty. You know, from our PD, finance, just everybody. I can't say enough. We are a very, very resilient team. We deal with bumps and bruises, and we keep moving forward. So thank you all for your continued support on that. I did want to echo to say thank you for the efforts of some of our residents to help us recruit. I do want to commend both Ms. Shalia Thorne, who was present there for the cleanup, and Mr. Langford, who was also present and helped us recruit volunteers. It is a true team effort. Not one person picked up those 1,800 pounds by themselves. Not one person collected that entire effort by themselves. Even as we were going around certain streets to go check on trash and certain things, you had residents coming out and saying, hey, we heard you were doing this and we picked up around our general area and, around our block as well. So it's a testament to the spirit of Kemah, and I thank everybody that was involved in that. Easter was great. I had several people who told me that was probably the biggest one we've had. I've now been here for 2 of them. Patty's been here for 3 of them. And every year we hear the same thing. Soon we're going to run out of space. I think that was something else that was mentioned. We may have to move this thing over to one of the larger parks, but right now it is still accommodating what we need, but we'll see what continues to happen. Who would have thought we would have had acrobats at our Easter event? It was truly great. So thank you to everybody that participated in that. With that said, we have a pretty short agenda, but a couple items of some importance. So thank you again for the continued support by everybody. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is reports from staff. Do we have any that are going to happen tonight? Okay.
None tonight.
Next is number 10, consent agenda to approve the minutes of the 3/18/2026 City Council regular meeting.
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Dustin Oliver. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Number 11, consideration and possible action to approve Resolution 2026-17, 2026 CenterPoint Energy GRIP suspension resolution. A resolution by the City of Kemah, Texas, suspending the April 18, 2026 effective date of the proposal by CenterPoint Energy Resources Corporation, DBA CenterPoint Energy Intex and CenterPoint Energy Texas Gas, Houston, Texas Coast, South Texas, and Beaumont, East Texas geographic rate areas to implement interim GRIP rate adjustments for gas utility investment in 2025 and requiring delivery of this resolution to the company and legal counsel. This is just putting off for how many, is it 90 days?
45 days.
45 days?
This is an item that was tabled from the previous meeting. We were recommended to pull it at the previous meeting. Our partners with TCAP recommended, and their attorneys recommended that we bring this forward. The only remedy we have for our residents is that we can buy them 45 days time. So it was recommended by us as a staff to bring this to you to try to provide the reprieve of 45 days to our residents and businesses on their electricity bills as much as possible. But it's
Make a
going.
motion to approve resolution 2026-17.
A motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. 11B, consideration and possible action to approve ordinance 2026-02, an ordinance amending Chapter 6, amusements and entertainments by adding Article 4, gaming sites and gaming machines, providing a severability clause, providing a penalty clause, providing a savings clause, providing for publication, and providing an effective date. This would be the first of 2 readings.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2026-02.
Second.
So we have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 11C, consideration and possible action to approve an amendment to the interlocal collection agreement and/or resolution for tax assessment and collector services with the Office of Galveston County Tax Assessor and Collector. She addressed us at the meeting.
She said there was gonna be an increase.
Yeah, there's going to be an increase in, is it
I think it
mail?
was like $50 for us,
Postage?
she said, I think. Is that what she said?
It's under $1,000.
Oh. Was it? Make a motion to approve and amended to the interlocal collection agreement and/or resolution for the tax assessment and collection services with the Office of the Galveston County Tax Assessor Collector.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Dustin Oliver. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. 11D, discussion and possible action for the City Council special meeting to be held on April the 8th, 2026 at 4 p.m. We need 4 in attendance, and that'll be next Wednesday at 4 PM.
Just an action item with
Can all of you come?
I can be here.
I will be. As long as it doesn't-
Natasha, does this have to be a voted item?
What's it on?
Next Wednesday, a
No,
week from today.
no, sorry. What's the meeting? What did we discuss? What's it for?
Events and
Yes.
We also have a special guest coming from the governor's office.
Oh, that's right. I knew there was something else. Okay.
Is it 4?
Yes, sir.
It's the day we start the renovations in the back room.
Are you swinging a
Yeah,
hammer?
I'll do it. Huh?
Are you swinging a hammer?
Oh, there's a hammer to swallow.
That's what you're saying. Gotta go build a house.
They gotta fix it anyway. Every time there's something that has to be demoed,
Demo.
I'll demo. I won't rebuild it, but I'll swing a hammer.
So do we have,
Yeah, I'll be there.
do we have a motion?
don't-
Do we have to vote on it or just discuss it? Okay, all right. Well, then you'll schedule. Everything's great.
Agenda's already posted, Mayor.
I beg your pardon?
The agenda's already posted.
That was quick.
Okay. We will now adjourn at 4:31 for executive session.
Mayor, do you want to take a picture since while we're in blue?
Yes, I do. Patty, can you do that?
An hour before, a day before, it's a lot of reminders of that. I'm telling you, man.
Well, I just want to make sure.
There's more than one page. Do I need to get out of the way?
Where am I going? I'll go between this, I'll go between the.
Oh, Robert, you have to,
Hi.
you're photo bombing us in yellow. I'm ready, 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
How are you?
See what happens.
I will put the schedule slip in. It's called. And I was like,
Oh, man.
and I was like, oh, I got 2 very.
Man, you're officially old now. You know, I wear Reebok slides most of the time, about that bit. I can't even wear them. It's like fucking money. Rubber towel, you know. Like, I don't want to use them.
My daughter, my wife over there, she was, she had this, they said schedule slip in, and my daughter stole it from her. But she was- That's hilarious. She goes to like, she's the only one to do all of a sudden. Is, the alcohol.
Let's go, man. How are you? Crazy problems? Always. Yeah, I'm fixing it today. Today I'm fixing it.
Yes. So is your,
Been like Billy? Like Billy, if you did.
so what do you do? What do you do? You don't have somebody out there.
It's not a problem. I think you're supposed to find your replacement. I think that's how it works, right? Right? I don't think she should be able to go until she finds a replacement adequate and approved by the entire city.
There's only one kind of job.
I'm pretty sure that's state law. I don't know, I'm looking into it. You just go ahead and stick around till all.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. What are you doing out down here? You trying to keep it safe? Trying to hold, trying to hoard it all for yourself? Oh, it's burgers and butterscotch. Nobody wants butterscotch. Yeah, caramels and stuff.
Is there caramel in there?
Yeah, first candy's the best candy. I don't know what you're talking about. I like them to be a little chewy, like suspiciously chewy strawberries. Smell a little bit like grandma's potato pears. That's the only thing. We're good. Well, let's work on getting a better candy, you guys. Come on. That was appetizing. Good caramel, good caramel. Thank you for this. Hey, I was here a couple days ago, I think. I had to do an instant paper for my graduate associate course. Driving course. Okay. Yeah, I was just in the area, so I drove by, and I decided to just walk. It's my dad. Okay, now you just get that. I have $140 and I like, I don't know if you guys think the same. I just used the 20 earlier, so great. I'm done. Yes, sir. Oh, okay, great. I might be tripping, man. I don't know. Right here? Sorry about that. Right.
Hey. Hi, Em. What's up? How soon before closing? What time do they close? No, it's not 2 hours, it's like 20 minutes. Go in and they'll tell you that it's going to take you a month. I would go ahead and just go in, don't even go the way you are. You don't have to send anybody in a hot suit. Okay. Okay, well, all right. Oh, okay, which one? Yeah, no, it's not a 2-hour job.
There we go.
Oh, it depends on what the weight is, and so they'll probably, they probably tell you if they can take you today. Oh, yeah. Especially in San Antonio, you won't freak anybody out, so. Yeah. I'll get a flat tire as awareness. Okay. Okay. All right. Love you, bye.
No, I just did it. I couldn't do it, I just did it. Alright, just wait on here. Just go. Alright, you have a great day. Whatever, man. Whatever. Good show. Hey, baby, what's up? Okay, you okay? You okay? Okay, but are you okay? Okay, you can come in. Grandma? Yes, but there's nobody, right? I'll be able to look. Sorry, recognize your. I mean, that's fine, if that's what you want to do. I mean, that's obviously good for me, but, so if you, I appreciate it. It could be, I was planning on doing.
Well, got what they came for. We got the monologue rolling out.
I'll call the meeting back to order at 4:55. We do not have any action items from executive session, and unless there's any other comments or anything to talk about, we'll adjourn. We'll adjourn at 4:55.
20 minutes until the launch.
Do what?
20 minutes until the launch.
Oh, is it? I'm pretty excited.
To the moon.
Students got upset with.